He wants to know if you know Conan O'Brien.
Do you know Conan O'Brien?
He was in my class.
I just want to know if you know Conan.
For real?
He was in my class.
Did he have the hair then?
When he started coming up, one of my classmates said, like, you know, Conan, blah, blah, blah. And he said, he mentioned that. And I was like, who? What do you mean? And he said, I don't know. Like, I didn't know Conan back then or ever. And he said, well, he knew you. So that's
enough for me, man.
But
this is officially the coolest fucking podcast we've ever done. I know a guy that kind of knew Conan. He didn't really know him, but Conan knew him.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
But I would love to know.
Mic dropping this shit right now.
All right. Well, Intercontinental. Let's make it official. That's our kickoff is Intercontinental.
So how many people have actually heard of our podcast, Full Frontal Nerdity?
Wow, look at that.
We have a 75% capture rate
of
on
10
that.
people. That's
My gosh. Let's check the impressions, check the clicks, check the conversions on
Love
that.
it. I love
Matt,
it.
you're in marketing. Let's talk about that a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. So we're really happy to have it. This is our 12th episode. So we're on a not even a baker's dozen, just a dozen.
Just a dozen.
And we're coming up on our year anniversary. We only do 2 a month. This is our second music event, and we're lucky enough to have Matt Wilson and his orchestra here. Where do you want to begin? I really want to call out. So we have Jacques and Quillan and Phala and Matt. Matt, why don't you have a cool name like the rest of them?
I know. I've often thought that. It's like,
can we fix that?
Phala Tracy. That sounds like a movie star. Quillan Rowe.
Yeah.
You know, like could be anything.
And just Jacques.
Jacques Waite.
Sexy as hell.
Jacques Waite. I mean,
right.
It's so cool. It doesn't even sound like a name.
Right. Jacques, when I was doing research on you, it would
Wait, Jacques, wait.
The AI would not avoid Jack White. Every time I would search it just kept overwriting your name, and I felt bad. Your name should not be overwritten.
Well, what do you know about that?
I had nothing to do with the algorithms. I don't know what you're saying. I am not in control. But thanks for being here.
Yes, thank you guys
Let's
so
kick
much.
it off
This
a
is
little
awesome.
bit.
pleasure.
We both did a lot of time in Michigan. I guess that's a part of the story.
Go on. Tell me
End
about
of
Michigan.
story.
You and Jack White?
Say that again?
You and Jack White? Is that what you're saying?
Well, he's from Detroit, yeah.
Oh.
So you're from Michigan, but you had to ask where you are, the Northern Plains. So, I mean, you're not that far from us, Jacques.
That was a test. I wanted to see if you knew where I am.
Oh, I get it. You're saying I'm not aware of my surroundings, which
Nope.
everyone
No,
asks
because
me
you
every
proved
other
to
day.
me that you are.
Oh, I won. They're doing their own contest on us. That's not fair.
I think so. Well, I don't know. Right off the bat, speaking of where you're all from, how did you guys all end up together? How did Matt and his orchestra happen?
Everybody wants to know. And is this the first podcast for the band, actually? Because that's kind of cool.
It is.
There we go. Feather, fish's hat.
And I think it's the first harp ever.
Oh,
in
first harp in the aquarium.
Dempsey's.
Phala, thank you for bringing that.
Which is crazy because you see harps on the Guinness logos everywhere in here, so you'd think there should be a harp in here, right? Anyway.
Finally.
That's fucking observant. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really
That should
good
be
what
an
you did.
advertising.
You should be.
All right.
Anyway, okay, back to you guys.
Here's the band.
So I was at a bar sometime, I can't remember, maybe in the 90s, I don't know. And I saw Jacques playing guitar at with the Rank Strangers.
That had to have been at the Uptown Bar, right?
Maybe. But anyway, it was somewhere in Minneapolis, and I loved the way he played. It sounded like the most rock and roll kind of guitar solos that I've ever heard.
He looks rock and roll.
Yeah, he was kind of
look at
zigzaggy.
him.
Sounded cool. So I always knew that I kind of wanted to be a part of Jacques' thing. Then I had the chance to work with Phala briefly for a gig that with my group, the Twilight Hours, and I discovered that
The Twilight Hours, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Phala is a very creative and generative musician. She is, it's not, you don't just hand her parts. You just play the song and work on it together. And so I got to know her. Then I went to this Du Nord Festival that is up in Ely every year, and it's just a musical thing. There's a lot of acoustic groups playing there.
Say the name again.
Camp Du Nord.
Du Nord.
But isn't it? It's called Fest Du Nord.
Of course.
Yeah, over Labor Day. It's going to happen this year, and we're going to play there for the first time.
Is that in the boundary waters area
Yeah,
of Minnesota?
it's right on the border up there in Ely.
Jacques, you got to use your mic, man. I got to get this recorded. We're on a podcast. Come on, man. What the hell is that all about?
So,
Anyway, go on.
and so
Well,
at
that was a statement in secret.
Oh,
yeah, I was
like the Great Plains. Where are we?
anyway, and then I went up there and I saw Quillan playing with, I think it was Kim, his wife, just singing up there, and I was amazed by his banjo playing is like a drum set. It's so steady and groovy, and then I saw Phala up there, and she was doing a solo thing, and it just kind of dawned on me, it's like, I got to bring all these people together, and it could be really cool. And then it turned out that Phala can sing, and it just it turned out better than I imagined.
It's like Ocean's 11 planning a heist. You found your driver. You get
exactly.
your grease man.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it is
great.
kind of that. Yeah.
The talent that is there is insane because we've been doing our little bit of research on you guys. Holy crap!
Yeah, no kidding. It's an impressive
So good eye,
backstory in all
Matt.
of
Good
you.
ear, actually.
Yeah,
They're all just so talented under their own rights. So Phala, tell us a little bit about you. I mean, how'd you get into harping? Is that a word?
Yeah, what?
Sure. Oh, well, that was
You're
very
a
loud.
good harper.
Yes. Yes.
She's like the best harper I've ever met.
Yeah.
She's the only harper I've ever met.
Wow.
Is
I
a
am also
harper?
the worst then. If I am the
No,
only. Yeah. Mm?
I've heard you play.
Aw, thanks.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think of myself as a harpist, but you
Oh.
can call me a harper. Yeah. Yeah. I draw the line at harpy. Yes.
I'm flexible with all those terms.
All right. Yeah. So I saw somebody playing when I was very small. It was like a chamber group, and I was probably 3. And I was like, "That's the coolest thing ever!
Like
That's
a Chamber
really cool.
of Commerce group?
like a chamber music."
Chamber
Thank
orchestra.
God.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
how many chambers bring in harps?
Although it could have been chamber music at the Chamber of Commerce,
I
you know,
did.
it could have been.
Okay.
Anyway,
Our
I was
Chamber of
very.
Commerce
I was
never
3.
brings in
I
harps.
don't know. So I saw this chamber group, and I was like, "That's really cool," and I wouldn't shut up about it. At which point, my parents were like, "Wow, she actually really does want to do this." Granted, later on, when I was older, I realized that my dad had a lifelong love of the harp. And so I probably didn't have to say quite that much to have him be like, "Oh, you do want to do this because harps are really cool." And I just happened to grow up in Denver, Colorado, which is where the woman who started Suzuki Harp is, like, she started Suzuki Harp in Denver. So
What
I was
a
able to
wonderful
start.
nugget that is.
I know.
That's great.
Yeah,
Denver
right.
Nuggets. Wow. look
Oh
at you.
my gosh. How does your father become such a big harp fan?
Well, my dad. So yeah, my dad plays the banjo.
Naturally.
And naturally, of course he does. So he played in a Dixieland band, and I don't know. I think how could you not love the harp? I guess I don't have an answer for that one.
Just watching you play.
My parents actually had harp played at their wedding.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I always
beautiful.
thought that was kind of well. Now I feel bad that they're not here, but I don't know. It's
Well, they
storming.
can listen to
wouldn't
the
have come in
podcast, and then they'll know
Yeah,
all about
they
it.
will. So harp, that I imagine that's kind of an investment. It's not like, oh, I'm going to go buy a secondhand trumpet.
Yeah, I
and
mean, you
learn how
don't
to
just
play
like.
that.
It's not
That's,
just a casual.
yeah.
Maybe I'll get a ukulele at the thrift store and see how it goes and try it
Right.
out, and then get a better one if you like it. Like you really, but the beautiful thing is that if you live in a community where lots of people play the harp, like the Twin Cities, there's lots of harp going on there. That you have people who are happy to rent you their old harp, or there's ways to kind of do this that aren't
It's
impossible.
a whole community
Yeah,
of
so
harpists.
you can rent a harp to start, and I mean, I guess the sad thing is that when you start playing the harp, you don't realize that you're also going to need a car to put that harp in.
Right.
So we don't necessarily talk about that with beginning students. We're like, yes, just enjoy the harp, and we'll discuss that later.
It's like when somebody has a piano they want to get rid of. It's like I won't even charge you for it. Just get it out of my house.
Yes,
'cause
they'll
I don't
pay
wanna
you-
have
they'll
to
pay you
lift
to come
yes,
and take it
right.
sometimes, yes, 'cause-
wow.
yeah.
That's fascinating.
You made a campaign there. Rent a harp to start.
Yeah.
I loved what you said there. We're going to take it on the road.
All right.
And luckily, the Suzuki is one of the cheaper models, so you were able to get into it pretty easily.
Well, Suzuki's actually a. I saw that coming.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
saw it.
gullible. I'm gullible.
I know. Sorry. And I dive in on gullible. But but with doing research on you too, The algorithms in Google just absolutely drive me nuts in AI because I couldn't get them to avoid talking about harmonicas when I was doing research
yeah.
on harps.
Yeah.
It's like, could we just talk about an actual harp? So I had to really punch the Suzuki, and I had to finally tell AI, quit telling me harmonicas. Oh, really? So it was like talking back at me. And I
Yeah.
wasn't-
Oh, really? Is that what you wanted? Sorry.
Yeah, dumbass. I thought
My
you were
bad.
talking about harmonicas, you idiot.
Yeah.
That's not what I was asking. So where do you think, like, you're at Gustavus? You're there currently?
Yeah, I'm adjunct faculty at Gustavus Adolphus.
Okay.
So I go down on Thursdays and teach my college students.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
Let's move on. Quillan, I'm going to go up there because the Rowe Family Band that you're in. Is Rowe Family Band? No,
Rowe
it's not.
Family Singers.
The Rowe Family Singers.
The Rowe Family Band
I
is
suck.
out of
If I had looked at my notes, I
Colorado.
wouldn't have screwed that up. Algorithms.
We used to get a lot of gigs early on where people thought they were hiring the Rowe Family Band, and we would show up and they'd be like, "You don't look anything like your picture."
It's
But-
the Timu version.
But they were
showed
happy.
Up,
Yeah.
so.
Well, that was the thing. Like we'd get done, they're like, "Oh, you're so much better than those other guys." It's like, why would you hire us if you thought we sucked? But
Wait, is that what you heard?
that's what
Is
I
that
heard.
what you heard?
That was what
You're
people
so
said
much
to
better.
my face. 100% true.
So the Rowe Family Band is actually, you've played
No,
here.
No.
Rowe Family
Rowe
Singers.
I
Family
did it again.
Singers.
I'm going to do this all night.
Yes.
That's a problem in my own brain. I can't fix it.
That's
so
why
the
I
Rowe
need to be on
Family
the show.
Band.
Jesus, Christmas.
So Rowe Family Singers, you've actually played here.
Yes, I think so.
Not up here, downstairs. Maybe.
No, I think we played up here.
You did.
So it was an after party. The Avett brothers were playing. I think we decided they were playing across the street.
Civic. Yep.
And they hired, and I cannot, I'm really embarrassed. I can't remember the name of the main band, but they hired a main band and they said, "Oh, we should get the Rowe Family Singers." So we came up here and we did it. And it was super cool. Okay, so my wife and I run this band, the Rowe Family Singers. And we play like hillbilly music, but we both of us are former metalheads and punk people. So that very much informs the music that we make, even though it's banjos and auto harps and stuff. So we're here at the aquarium, assuming this is where we were. I think it was. And we had our upright bass player, we had Kim playing her auto harp, we had me playing my banjo, and then our musician Adam Wurtzfeld, who plays the musical saw. And the poor sound guy didn't know what to do with any of this stuff. But the part that I loved about it was, for whatever reason, he cranked Kim's auto harp so loud that it was distorting. So it was sound like her auto harp, which is like this, very much like a dummy version of Phala's harp. You know, it's this beautiful thing. It's got 36 strings. It's supposed to sound really nice. He's got this thing cranked. It sounds like an electric guitar. It was so cool. It was like one of my favorite shows we've ever played.
Al, can we do some sort of sound for the harp tonight? Because that's what Phala's been asking for. A little heavy metal harp.
So after you told us that story earlier, and I started thinking, God, you should do like a cover album of like punk songs, but with a banjo and a saw.
So
and
there's
auto harp.
there's a famous Ray Charles album called, oh, I'm going to get it backwards now because I've already changed the title so many times. It's called Modern Sounds in Country and Western Music, and it's Ray Charles doing doing Ray Price and Hank Williams and stuff like that. And so Kim and I have been talking this whole time that we're gonna do an album called Country and Western Sounds in Modern Music, and that's what we were gonna do. We're
that's
gonna
awesome.
do like because already we do some Misfits songs. The other day, someone was asking us for some Dead Kennedys, and we've been working out some Metallica stuff.
That's fantastic.
It's fun.
Has anybody ever heard of the Rowe Family Singers before? Because if you haven't,
You should
it's
lie
easy.
and say
check
yes.
them out because they're insane. I mean, how many people are in that group?
10.
I thought there was 10. I was just going to say that number, and I would have been right.
And is everybody related?
One way or another.
You guys look healthy. Yep.
You know,
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Blood in, blood out.
I did like I saw your there was a little bio about you, like the relative or the relative of horse ring or horse rustlers or whatever.
Yes.
That's
My
very
my
fascinating.
family family story is that they were run out of Kentucky for stealing horses, and then settled in Missouri, and like so, you know, what does that say about Missouri?
They don't have horses. There's no
guess.
reason to rustle them.
They ran out of
It just
product.
moves on. Yeah, we're just doing sheep. Moving on to Jacques.
Jacques.
So,
Okay, Neil.
great. We're going to have a feud now in the back row. We don't need that. Jacques, tell us a little bit about yourself. Talented guitarist and bass player for tonight. You've played on the Twilight Hours album. Have you played with Matt on other stuff too?
Yeah, well, as Matt said earlier, we connected in the mid to late 90s, and his record, I think it was the first solo effort after the demise of the Trip Shakespeare band.
Demise is a strong word. Are you comfortable with
okay.
that, Matt? The
I
demise.
think
Did the
it's-
band
It burned.
did the band end? It wasn't decimated because it would have to be it'd have to be reduced by only 10%. So
Is that the
Wow,
rule?
science, too,
Holy
here.
math. Good
Very
job,
talented
Jacques.
group.
My band could be decimated. My band could be decimated because we have 10.
and all they have
That's
to all they have to do is lose one
One-
guy,
one person.
and the band
That's
is decimated. But anyway, we connected, and I played on a couple of songs on the record that Matt was working on at the time, and then we've had involvements on and off since then. I was in the Twilight Hours and worked on the recordings with them and stuff.
Yeah, great album. So you're from Michigan, of course.
That was where I grew up. Yep.
So how many instruments do you play? Are you bass, guitar? What else do you do? You got trumpet
Mostly just bass and guitar. I can sort of bumble around anything that's got strings in it or on it, and but for most intents and purposes, bass and guitar would be what.
in there? And what's your
what
favorite?
it does. Whichever one I'm not playing that day.
Oh, you want to play guitar tonight? Is that what you're saying? Hey, Matt.
I'm
wants
not,
to play
but
guitar
no,
tonight?
I'm not playing either one right now.
This is, I had to actually make you set your bass down. I think it says something about you're very protective of that instrument. It was crazy. Jacques, go set your bass down. We're going to do a podcast now.
I had to put it down sooner or later.
Right.
Jacques is a engineer and producer of like tons of punk bands and also pop bands in town. He's
Yeah. What's the name of the studio you're at? I mean, that's
The
insane.
studio I spend the most amount of time at is called the Terrarium, which is like the terrestrial associate to the aquarium where we are today.
Look at you, man. So it's the
Whoa.
dash terrarium. The amount of bands that has gone through that studio is insane. Some of the favorite bands.
good-
Well, and just that you've worked, I saw a list of stuff that you've done. That's just incredible.
Well, you can't believe everything that you read, but thank you.
For tonight, we are. We believed everything on the internet tonight.
That's right.
Exactly.
Oh,
You
speaking
are
of,
quite a talent.
I do have a question about the internet. So
We've been asking questions like crazy. Go ahead and ask another one.
fine. Trip Shakespeare, the name Trip Shakespeare. So I was gonna.
Are you done with Jacques already?
Well, no.
My
But I want to
Lord.
ask this before I forget.
Okay.
We'll go back to Jacques. The name Trip Shakespeare. I heard it was Kirk Shakespeare at one point. Is that correct, or is that made up?
no, we were trying out all kinds of different names at the time, and at that point, I was really kind of. I really loved the Star Trek, the original Star Trek. I was just kind of rewatching it as much as I can, and just the how ridiculous it was and stuff like that. So I was really into Captain Kirk at that point. But I was also into Shakespeare, and we had some idea for like how we could get the word Shakespeare in there. And then
Well, how did the other guys feel
Elaine-
about just Shakespeare being involved? Were they okay with that
Yeah,
thought?
Yeah, I think they
Okay,
were.
okay.
Yeah,
You're not sure of yourself, Matt.
and at that point it was just John
Oh, okay.
Munson.
I thought he
and-
would be here
and
tonight. It's Fargo. Didn't he marry
Yeah.
a gal from Moorhead or something like that?
It's just a small drive up here.
It's snowy.
In this-
It's a holiday.
in
I
a
can't believe these guys are
storm.
here, so I'm texting them like crazy. Are you guys actually coming up? It's going to storm. No answers. Well, they're oblivious. It'll be fine. You'll be here for like a week. They're playing here again tomorrow night. It's going to be great.
Yeah, we probably
right.
thought we might have to stay.
Yeah. So anyway, on with
Anyway, so Elaine added Trip. She loved the Grateful Dead, and so she said, "What if it was Trip Shakespeare?" No, I don't think
Kirk
that. I
Shakespeare.
don't recall that. But we were just trying. We tons of stupid names, and so we were trying everything. Just ideas.
Well, I find band names very fascinating. Like Matt Wilson and his orchestra. How do you even come up with something like that?
Are they comfortable
I know,
being
it's
called an
fascinating.
orchestra too? Is what I'm wondering.
I find it
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Are you guys okay with just the orchestra?
We're flattered.
We tried a couple other names also, and thought about them, and in the end, this is where we landed.
It's wonderful. It
is wonderful.
The music is awesome. We heard these guys sound check, and have you heard their album? It's soothing. Let's put it that way. Is
is
it all
very
about
soothing.
death though? I wonder. It's
Well,
kind of, there's some notes there.
You know, it was that record was written all during the kind of this rise of fascism that's been happening, and
We don't
and
understand
so
what you're saying.
I know, and so it had a kind of sadness or just about our country and stuff like that built into it, and
You can feel that.
Yeah.
You can hear that.
yeah,
I wanted to ask you, because you and your brother both went to Harvard, correct?
yep.
So a lot of talent comes out of Harvard. I mean, creative people really come out of that.
I know.
So how many years were you there?
3.
And what drives the creativity type of individuals to Harvard? Is it they have such a what type of program that just insulates you guys, or where does that come from?
It's really there's kind of every different kind of person. There's so many different like a lot of really fun, interesting characters. I loved being there. I just had
Yeah.
to get into music. You know, I took a year off to do music. Came back to Minneapolis, went back, tried to stay, and then I just had to come and do music.
What had you gone there for initially?
Just general, like figuring out what I wanted to be. I was a drummer, was the main thing I was, or that was my identity, who I was and what I was trying to be. And then, but I don't know if I've never heard another school that has something like this, but I was kind of started to get into just English, you know, like being an English major. And there was like an English major, and then there was non-honors English. And that felt like the right one for me. So the major that I never completed was non-honors English. But there was only like
double negative. That's right.
yeah. So anyway, but I wanted to have the least kind of stuff getting in the way of music. And the stupid thing about me back then was I was so worried about being original. I really wanted to be original, and so I should have just been a music major and learned all that stuff and jumped ahead on how to play piano, and you know, that would have done me the most good. But I was afraid that would turn me into like an opera singer, or like make me unoriginal, you know. But of course it doesn't. That's not really. It was just an immature, stupid thing.
But to think that Matt Wilson once thought that he could be an opera singer is kind of cool.
No, I wish I could sing that way. No, I mean I just meant that like, you know, that I would adopt the style of it, and then I'd just imitate that, and then I wouldn't be original.
Not to be weird, but I'm going to be. So like you went to Harvard, a lot of creative people. So like when you were there, are there any classmates that kind of, because a lot of talent came out of there. Do you have any connections or people that were in your same class that kind of blew up a little bit?
Yeah,
He wants to know if you know Conan O'Brien.
Do you know Conan O'Brien?
He was in my class.
I just want to know if you know Conan.
For real?
He was in my class.
Did he have the hair then?
When he started coming up, one of my classmates said, like, you know, Conan, blah blah blah, and he said he mentioned that, and I was like, who? What do you mean? And he said, I said I don't know, like I didn't know Conan back then, and or ever, and he said, well, he knew you, so that's
enough for me, man.
But I
This is
don't know.
officially the coolest fucking podcast we've ever done. I know a guy that kind of knew Conan. He didn't really know him, but Conan knew him. I'm good with that.
But I would love to
freaking
know
mic dropping
him.
this shit right now.
I thought he was so great at the Oscars.
Yeah, he was. He's going to be on our podcast. I'm going to
recommend
make
him.
it happen. It's going to be great. I'll invite you guys. Could you open for him? It's going to be great.
He'll probably only do it if Matt is here. would
That's
be my
right.
Right, because he kind of knows him. Exactly. So if we break it down, though, Matt, the best band you've been in, Trip Shakespeare, Flops, Twilight Hours, Matt Wilson and his orchestra.
Right here.
There you go.
Right now.
That's what we needed to do.
It's been a constant mountain.
Yeah. If you had gone any other way, Phala had a knife.
Some hard shoes.
I think because we really want to hear them play, we do want to open it up, and if we have a little Q&A from the audience, if something, because we're fans of these guys. Does anybody have Q&A? I'll come out. Is this going to stretch. Does anybody have any questions? I'll come out there right now, or else we'll just get them ready and we'll play some music. But welcome to take questions, unless you got anything else for them.
Oh, we got to ask him the question.
Oh, you're right. I got the one thing I almost forgot. Which version? This is between Jacques and Quillan, or Quillan and Matt? Which version of Dune?
Quillan and Matt.
Quillan and Matt. The new or the old version of Dune is your favorite? The Lynch, or what did we say, Quillan? What's
Dennis Villanueva.
Thank you, buddy. I couldn't remember his name. So, and I don't know which way you guys lean. So, who's gonna merge into
If
this?
you like,
the Dune movies.
if you like cartoons,
Oh, geez,
you
I
might
do.
like the first one.
Oh, I think that's insulting.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's saying about
like
Quillan. What did he just do there?
silliness, or,
If you're a
but
fan
that's
of reheated
legit.
leftovers,
If you think Bob's Burgers is like Dune, then I know which version you like.
No, the new one is pretty special, especially
Okay.
the second. I thought it was amazing.
We're going to give Quillan an opportunity to retort.
Well,
Tell us why.
I really enjoyed the original Dune, but I also liked the new one as well. For different reasons. The new one is a lot truer to the book. The original one had it was David Lynch, and it had Sting in it, and Sting had these little knives that came out of his ribs, and it was super cool. What's not to love? And the slow blade penetrates the shield. With the lips acquires stains, the stain. I mean, all those great mantras.
Isn't Jean-Luc Picard in the first one?
Yes,
too?
he is. He
That's why
plays-
you should love it, Matt.
He plays Gurney.
Jean-Luc Picard.
That's the wrong Star Trek.
Wrong start.
He plays.
Only
I
one
know,
Star Trek.
but it's in the vein of it.
Did you show
He
with
plays
the
the
word
same
nerdity in
character
it?
as
What's wrong with you?
what's his name? Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa is the same character as
Jean-Luc Picard?
Jean-Luc Picard.
I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Jean-Luc
I
Picard
can
was
see.
originally played by Jason Momoa in the first season of Star
Star
Trek:
Trek?
Next Generation. Also, it's a thing. A lot of people don't know that.
I have a
know
quick rapid fire question for you guys. So, Matt Wilson and his orchestra, the biopic is going to show up on Netflix, and who's playing you, each of you, in your Netflix special?
And you can't say Tom Hanks. It's an easy answer.
God, I have no idea.
David Harbour.
You?
Me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Or Seth Rogen.
Without the cheating.
I was thinking I could maybe step in for you too. I mean,
Or
we
Fish.
got a little bit of a
We got David Harbour. Jacques, where do you got there?
Who's gonna
Who's playing you?
Who's gonna play me in a work of fiction?
Mark Wahlberg.
based on a true story. Maybe
I like that.
fictional.
William Holden or Montgomery Clift. I don't know.
Could you pick a person that's not dead?
I thought you said this is.
Oh, you're right.
You said this is a work of fiction.
Oh, you're right. We're going to bring the dead people back.
So
to
we're
play
going to
you
make
in
this
that
as realistic as possible.
thing. Yeah,
This-
Josh Duhamel, or that's what you might have to do.
I have to confess, I don't know very many contemporary actors.
Phala, anybody
Well, you
for
seem
you?
angry about it. Do you want us to help? I don't know.
Are you
anyone.
offering to
No,
help?
you're fine.
I mean,
He's embarrassed to say he knows it'd be Brad Pitt.
wait, I thought that was yours.
No, mine was David Harbour.
You do have a little bit of Steve Carell in you, though. I'll give you that. Yeah.
I love it.
What did Phala say? What did you say? I didn't. Come on. No, that's not how this game works. We're stuck here all night until we hear an answer.
Wow, this could be a long night. I was just like, okay, female actresses that I can picture. Female actresses. Okay. And I came up with Katie Holmes. How about her? She's a female
Love it.
actress,
There you
right?
go.
Okay,
Do
good
it.
job, me.
Perfect. Done.
There we go. She was the one in
She's
Dawson's
cast.
Creek, right?
I don't know who she is.
Okay.
Who's Katie
you,
Holmes?
you said
Yes.
that was an act. Okay, I
Yes.
did it.
Yes,
I'm
you did
done.
It. You did it. You got it.
Who's
You
Katie
win.
Holmes?
Well
Tell
played.
me.
What?
What's she been in, Katie Holmes? Huh?
Married to Tom Cruise, Dawson's
Oh,
Creek.
that one.
Yeah.
You are so Katie Holmes. Look at that. Only
Didn't see
one
it.
nude scene. Moving on to Matt. Oh,
He would play himself. Peter Fonda.
Peter Fonda.
Conan O'Brien.
Sure.
Peter Fonda.
There. All right.
His grandson, maybe.
Who's in My Wonderful Life? Who's that guy? Who's that old dude? My Wonderful Life? James Stewart? Jimmy Stewart. It could go either way. Jimmy Stewart or Peter
Uncle
Fonda.
Bill.
Actually, he sounds more like Jimmy Stewart.
That'd be nice.
All right. Anyway, we'll keep going. We'll end this thing. Anybody
Let's
got a
do it.
question for the band? You can just shout it out, and I can repeat it. Anybody? Kirby's Memories, Matt. We were just talking about that. I asked him if he remembered
Yeah.
all this time up here.
Had several very happy nights at Kirby's. Kirby was a little cranky.
No, never. No, he was
He was a
not.
little curmudgeonly.
And he used to shove that ex-boxer in your face when he was ornery with you. Yes, when he was going to pay you. I used to box. Yeah. Did you never get the boxing line?
It sounds kind of familiar. Yeah, the getting paid was an issue.
Yeah.
Yep. But we kept coming back.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
And you remember Cornstalk actually played at Concordia.
I remember it, but I don't have much vision of it. But yeah.
Your eyes were bad then.
Mm-hmm.
I got really sunburned at that one. Just my memory. Just wanted to share.
Yeah.
And your hair never recovered.
I never really did. That's why I have a hat on.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's clean this up. Everybody thinks. Oh, go ahead. Oh, we got more questions.
More
I'm
questions.
sorry.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Yes.
So this goes back to Trip Shakespeare days. So when writing, did you have a vocalist in mind when you were writing songs, or did you just, when you finished completing a song, did you say, that's a perfect song for John, this is great for Dan, I'm going to sing this one?
Sometimes I would like that song "Late."
Yep.
I knew that should be John. Yeah.
How about Spirit, John?
No, that one I just kind of
That just came.
it was more abstract in my mind, and then it just turned out to be so great for John.
Yeah.
And but usually I would just be like a song,
Yeah.
you know, that I'd be working on in an abstract way and trying to make the words work cool with the melodies, and then we'd like sort it out and kind of think about what the record would be like and want to have different voices over the course of the record and stuff like that. Yeah.
Even though John's not here, are you going to sing Snow Days tonight, being it's snowing? Is there a possibility?
We should,
You
but
should.
no, we just don't
I-
have it under our.
I have a
fingers
tambourine
right now.
if you need me to
Wait
play
a second, you
tambourine.
would help with the
I would
tambourine?
help with the tambourine. Is there a tambourine in that song? Or am I just making that up?
There is now.
Yeah, there's a harp and a tambourine.
All those years of just carrying a tambourine with you are finally paying off.
Exactly, and it's foldable, so I can take it anywhere.
It's good to know. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Any other questions for the band?
Okay, I've got a request.
Oh my
from
lord!
you guys. If like once we clear this stuff away, and by the way, thank you for doing this.
Yeah,
It's fun. It's
absolutely.
loosened us up.
Thanks for
It's
doing
good.
it. Thanks for coming through the storm. That's all I'll say.
It'd be great if you guys moved your chairs all the way up to the front. If you were invited, and I really want you to just take the chairs as far as you can. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd
And
help
then
us
we'd
because we
just
were
be
going
all
to do the
together.
labor. We were going to do the labor, but thanks, Matt, for making them do the work.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
All the
We
way-
had this conversation, Matthew.
I know, but
So
I
yeah,
just
if y'all
want-
want to bring your chairs
People are
forward.
And then
Shy.
afterwards, if you want to
Stack
grab
them
a
and put
mop
them-
and help, just pick up whatever.
Stack them and fold them and put them with the other ones back there, you mean?
Bring them forth.
Yes.
Thank you all for
Yeah,
coming.
thanks for
Yes.
being here. Any last words or of wisdom that you guys would like to share with the group before you guys get up on stage and show your talents?
We're gonna say it all with music.
Yeah, you are. God, you must be a writer.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's kind of a Weasley thing to say.
I think it worked. It worked
Thanks,
perfectly.
thanks.
All right.
All right.
Let's set it up. Thanks,
Get rid of
everybody.
this and get these guys on stage.
Come